Hey everyone, welcome to another thrilling episode of My Partridge Family Collection. I'm so glad you're here with me. I have a very cool item to share today. It's one of a kind. It's never been seen before, or by very few people. It's unique, and it's because it's all those things. I could tell you right now, it's because it's homemade. Now, well, this is what we called back in the day a scrapbook. They're a little different today. They have, there's scrapbook stores or scrapbook conventions. They have a lot of different things that we had, like in the early 70s when we were making scrapbooks. And I made a ton of scrapbooks as a kid. We didn't have the fancy paper and the embellishments and the stickers and the fancy hole punchers or the fancy design scissors. It was very low tech in my days. We had basically, I remember my scrapbooks were cardboard or pieces of artboard and just pasted a bunch of stuff, magazine pictures from magazines and magazine articles and newspaper articles and ticket stubs and buttons, or anything that we had, like we put it on that, glued it on the cardboard poster board or whatever it was, and then I'd make like 3 hole punches and then maybe tie the pages together with yarn. That was my scrapbook. And a few years ago, I want to say like back in, I want to say like in the 1990s, somebody asked me if I wanted their Partridge Family scrapbook. And at the time I was like, it seems a little personal. It seems like I know how much hard work and dedication goes into making a scrapbook, especially something like that where you're so dedicated. It could take hundreds of hours, right? Or even years. And it just seemed like very personal. And I was like, I don't think I want that. I love to look at it, but I don't know that I want to take it from you. I feel like I'm taking something of yours, or something that your heart and your blood, sweat, and tears were poured into. So I didn't take it. And because I just always had that mindset that it's like, I don't know, it's like taking somebody's diary or something. That's how I felt at the time. Then a few years ago, I want to say like in the 2010s or 11s, somebody on, I think it was like Craigslist or something like that. I don't even think there was Facebook Marketplace at the time. I had a Partridge Family scrapbook that they were trying to sell. And I was like, there we go again. I'd love to look at it. I love to see what's inside it, but I don't know that I want to take it. So I just sent that person a message and I was like, why are you selling it? Like, why do you want to get rid of it? And they basically came back and said, tried to sell it at a garage sale. It didn't sell. I've kind of outgrown it. It doesn't really, it's been in my garage for, 25 years or 30 years. And I just don't, I want to get rid of, I'm getting rid of things basically. So tried to sell it at a garage sale, didn't sell. And then, so they decided to put it on Craigslist with a bunch of other garage sale items that didn't sell. And yeah, this person said, it was like, my kids don't want it. There's nobody in my family who wants it. I don't have any friends that are interested in it, but it's very cool. And I hate to throw it away. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, snap. I used to say, oh, snap. My mindset changed, right? I just started thinking, like, dang, don't throw it away. Give it, I'll take it. And then like I said, my mindset just kind of switched off to that. Oh, I don't want to take it. It's too personal. To, I need to take it and rescue it. It's like a rescue situation here, on a lower level, not like you're rescuing a pet or anything like that. But it kind of had that same feel, like if I don't take this thing, it's going to get thrown in the trash. And so I can't have that. So it's a piece of history. It's got some cool things in it. I want to look at it. I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands. And that's when my mindset changed about scrapbooks. And so now whenever I see a scrapbook for sale, or somebody, wants to give me a scrapbook, I take it. And I have quite a few scrapbooks in my collection because of that, because of my mindset changed, and that I'm not taking something personal from somebody. I'm not reading their diary or anything, but I'm just taking this great piece of memorabilia and I'm rehoming it and I'm enjoying it, and it's not going to get thrown in the trash. It's going to be enjoyed. And that's the whole point of that collection. It's just having hopefully you can pass something down to somebody that they'll really enjoy too. And I think scrapbooks are like that. And that's why I say it's unique. It's a one of a kind because somebody put their whole heart and soul into it. And you got to love that, right? And you got to really appreciate it. And so I have a scrapbook here that I acquired not long ago. And I want to share it with you. And you'll be very amazed at what's in here. Pleasantly amazed and surprised and just delighted. I know you will be. So let's look at it. Well, this is a rather large scrapbook, right? And it's very well done and it's very professionally done, I have to say, as I was describing to you my scrapbooks of old. So this was an actual, looks like an art book of some type with good heavy paper in it. And the other thing I love about scrapbooks is you can really tell the personality of a person putting together the scrapbook. Like, I don't know this person, but the fact that the front cover is very clean is just astonishing to me because this is like a blank canvas. And I just know when I was scrapping, I would put I'd cut out pictures of the Partridge Family. I'd put or I'd write, like in markers. I mean, this is dying for some marker artwork, I think. But whoever did this was like, nope, I'm going to keep this cover clean. No one's going to know what's inside of it. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they were trying to keep it a secret. Or, who knows? I mean, it's a mystery. And that's the great thing about scrapbooks too, is that when somebody puts it together, it's their own thing, right? It's their own personality and it all shines through. So let's take a look at this very cool scrapbook. And it's a scrapbook in the sense that there are pictures in it, and pictures that a lot of pictures I've never seen before, and some of them aren't even attached to pages. They're just sitting there. It's very cool. I mean, this is a publicity shot that I've seen before, but not as an 8x10. It's very cool. A little nip slip there, Dave. And this person, I remember, also said, well, it looks like they did have some glue on here, and they tried to glue it down, but over the years I'm sure it just came off. This person did say there was a little surprise at the end, so looking forward to showing that to you as well. Obviously very big David Cassidy fan, as we all are, and went through a lot of magazines to pull out these pictures and glued them very nicely. I mean, a nice glue on the back. I used to put tape, tape would get all yellow and fall off. Obviously, they cut up a lot of magazines that people would pay a lot of money for today, probably. And very interesting, right? I mean, just pasting various pictures in different ways. There's no rhyme or reason to the scrapbook. It's just its own thing. But a lot of magazine articles that are probably long gone, lost but not forgotten. Of course, that was a big story. The young fan who passed away at David's concert. Very well-known story. And then good publicity shot of David. And like I said, some of this glue kind of not sticking anymore. Remember these? Do you remember these? Like Tiger Beat and Fave and Flip and all those great magazines. Had those big, I would just tear them out and put them on my bulletin board. And look how many hours and time it spent to go through all these magazines. I'm sure every time I bought a magazine, I would think it's a she. She would cut out the pictures and say, man, this is a really good picture for my scrapbook. Suzanne Craft. Love to look at the fashions too. One of the appeals, I think, of watching the Partridge Family episodes is looking at the fashions and saying, oh yeah, I had that. I had a jacket like that. I had a hang 10 shirt like that. Suzanne Craft wearing the Partridge Family label outfit there. And we'll talk about that in another show. Meet the new partridge. Interesting picture of David. Can you imagine this going in the trash? No way. Come on. There's too much stuff. And I haven't gone through and like read all of these. I mean, many of these are from magazines that we had as a kid. A lot of Tiger Beat in 16 magazine, I guess. Ooh, let's go here. Aw, David's love story. David Quits Part 2. I like how she put this in here like this. This is very clever. Like a way to kind of, oh, and there I go, we're destroying it. To get like two things on one page. Very cool. Yeah, 16. Yeah, some of these pages, they're not, they are supposed to be glued in, and they have been glued in, but I think over time they're just coming apart. I'll have to go through these and read these, but these old, your face-to-face day with David Cassidy. Let's see. Nicely done. Ahead of her time in scrapbooking, as far as like organizing these. She has these doubled up here. David in Paradise. I guess I should turn the pages a little bit more gently. Big Hawaii trip. And then some more cutouts. A little slice of history, I think, in the life of David Cassidy. These are very young. Photo ops, I guess, from magazines. And David on the drums at 12. Great. This is great to have this all in one place, you know? So much David Cassidy in those days, right? You don't realize it until you go through something like this and you're looking at all these magazine cutouts, and he was in every single magazine all the time. And they had contests, and, you know, they had Q&A, and, you know, sometimes he wrote articles, sometimes they were written by editors and attributed to him. So many pictures, and of course he was on, you know, he filmed Partridge Family, and then on the weekends he'd go do concerts. And we were just inundated with David Cassidy. David Cassidy everywhere. Very old picture of David. One of his first publicity pictures, probably. So this is more David Cassidy scrapbook than his Partridge Family, right? But just a great, I think, compilation. It really gives you an idea of how popular he was, because he was in every single magazine. And this person who did the scrapbook didn't look like she repeated a picture. They're all very different and very unique. Flip magazine. I've got a few of those. Share with you in a later show. 16. Where's David here? Oh. Whoa. That's a nice little fold out there. I'm telling you, this scrapper knew what she was doing. Look at that. I'm gonna try to fold this out for you here. And upside down, but very nice. And affixed nicely with our glue. What do we have here? This looks like another fold out possible. Yeah, this is a good fold out. Look at this one. Wow. David. Love that. Very creative. And of course, David always with pets. Dogs and cats he loved. And horses, right? He loved all of that. David in action and concert. And again, we've got a double. Nice. One of those great scrapbooks. And then a kiss pinup, right? You put that up and kiss it. And then, is this the, oh yeah, here we go. But this looks like another pull out. Surely does. Oh. Yep. Teen magazine flip. Very nice. You don't see this in too many scrapbooks. Something like this. In fact, I have to say it's probably the only one I have that does have that. Another pull out. Stop, look, read. This is your David Cassidy huge color pop out poster. Turn this folded page and read the instructions. So while most kids were putting this on their wall, this person was putting it in a scrapbook, thank goodness. And actually in very great condition. Look at that. Actually, let me pull it this way. And then we'll flop it. Let's do it this way. There you go. And let's do it. Oh, very cool. That is one sexy photo. See, this would go on my wall, on the back of my door. It's that big. But this scrapper, thank goodness, did it her way. So I'm putting that in my scrapbook. I'm gonna find a way. She did. Again, some more fold outs. Got some Osmonds there. Oh, another, looks like another, let's go here. Well, one side it looks like Donny Osmond's teeth, because you get those, you could tell a mile away. And then here's David. Yeah. Extreme close up, pop out poster, 16 magazine exclusive. I didn't realize that 16 did a lot of these pop out posters. And then of course this looks like the Osmond brothers on one side, and of course I know we're gonna have another big picture of David on the inside. You don't want the Osmonds, although they were pretty cool in their day. Here he is, another bare-chested belly button shot. Forever yours, David. And perfectly preserved in this scrapbook. So great. David's hair looks exceptionally on point, I think. Very, very well feathered. It's like a beaded vest, leather vest. Those were the days, right? So, here we go again. Looks like another fold out. A lot of fold outs. This is kind of like the pop-up version of scrapbooks. Listen and sing along with David. More pictures. I do have a rendition of this photo, a couple of them actually. You see these quite a lot. Different poses. Probably one of the first publicity pictures of the Partridge Family. And then I don't know what this is. This is like a little dollar bill, I guess. It has David's picture on it. I don't know if they did that. It looks like a real dollar bill. I'll just take it out. It sure is. It's a real dollar bill. And this person basically defaced it by pasting David over George Washington's face. That's fantastic. I love that. I remember when I went through this originally, I didn't really take this out. I thought it was just like one of those phony bills, but it's actually real. Very creative. before the days of stickers and embellishments. This very creative Partridge Family David Cassidy fan was making her own. And it warrants its own page, right? So this is the surprise photo that she said she had in here. And so let's take a look at it. Yeah, so this is a little X-rated. And I don't know. Don't want to offend anyone, but yeah, this is a very unusual, rare picture. And it's probably by Annie Leibovitz for the Rolling Stone cover, I would imagine. But showing a little too much there. Maybe we'll save that for if I ever get a Patreon page. Very cool. All right, we'll just put this back. And I think this was the other surprise that that was mentioned in here, because this is actual autograph. This is an autographed picture of David. And I've looked at this through my dot glass, and it is, whether it's authentic or not, I don't know. I'm sure it is. Or why would she put it in her scrapbook? I don't know the story behind it, but it definitely is a real autograph by David Cassidy. Looks like his signature. Seeing his signature, I have quite a few David Cassidy signatures, autographs. So to find that in a scrapbook, pretty cool. Very cool. And then a nice headshot. Nice, clean, RG rated headshot of David Cassidy. Keith Partridge, for sure. Great scrapbook, right? Fantastic. Isn't that cool? Like how your mind can change from one thing to another, like going from a place where I don't want to take it to, like, yes, let me take it. Now I take everybody's scrapbooks, and I have a lot more scrapbooks to share with you as we go on and do more episodes and things. But this is great, huh? And then plus you got that little surprise at the end. Wasn't that great? The person who told me they had a surprise in her, I had no idea what it was. And that was a very cool, very cool surprise. Like I said, one of a kind, unique, hardly anybody's ever seen it. And, you know, these things in this compilation, you might have seen the pictures and articles and things and different things, and to have it in a compilation like this, very cool. So very great having a scrapbook. If you have a scrapbook and you want to rehome it, right? Nobody in your family wants it, send me an email. My email is in the show notes, and, you know, maybe we could strike a deal, because, you know, it'll go to a good home. And then who knows, I'll share it on My Partridge Family Collection on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, wherever I'm sharing. So thanks again for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of My Partridge Family Collection. And as you can tell, I'm still hyped up about it. And we'll see you next time. See you guys.